Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever STEM season. My name is Jason, and I'm the Director of User Growth and Community here at Tallo. And so we're excited to have all of you here today. We're thrilled to have you as a part of STEM season. And we're going to start off with a quick poll. We want to know how you heard about STEM season. And so that should pop up for you in just a second. We'd love to hear how you heard about us. I'm going to answer as well. And just some quick housekeeping. All of the attendees' microphones and videos are going to be off. So if you say anything or if you wave at us and we don't wave back, it's just because we can't see you, but we're so happy that you're here and we want you to participate. So feel free to throw questions in chat or engage that way. But we have a lot of exciting sessions lined up for you. And so we're going to kick it off in just a moment. Perfect. All right, so before we dive into STEM season, I'm just going to give a quick overview of Tallo. Tallo's mission is to connect students and young professionals with opportunities, so internships, scholarships, and careers. And so we partner with what we call talent seekers, companies and corporations and professional organizations to bring those opportunities straight to you. So I'm going to give you a quick glimpse into what Tallo looks like. One moment. Okay, so this is my Tallo profile that I created. And so this is a place on Tallo where you can come to create your own digital profile. So my colleague, Crystal, is going to go through this in more detail about how you can use Tallo to pursue your own STEM education and career goals. But this is just to give you a glimpse of what that looks like. And so you can explore more jobs and opportunities. But before Crystal dives into that, I'm going to go to the Tallo Community. The Tallo Community is a feature of Tallo, and this is an interactive platform that we built out so that Tallo members can engage with each other and also these talent seekers, these companies, colleges, and professional organizations. So this is a place that you can come and post your own questions, get answers, and get mentorship and connect with one another. And the Tallo Community is also where we're hosting STEM season. So if you click on STEM season, we've gathered all of the content, all of these opportunities specifically around STEM, just for students and young professionals, just like you, from all of our partners. And so first, you'll see some STEM snapshot videos. These are videos that we've collected from industry professionals in STEM, students just like you, and other professionals in the field to give you a glimpse into what it means to work and study in STEM. And so I'm going to show you a quick sampling of one of those videos. This is Cadet Shiloh Smiles. She is a cybersecurity student at the Citadel College.
Cybersecurity is not necessarily what I thought it was coming into it. You always see like the Matrix and stuff. You see like the code falling on the screen, and sometimes it is the ones and zeros, but a lot of time it's people, it's places. I'm Shiloh Smiles, and I am a computer science and cyber operations major at the Citadel. I went to STEM camp probably late middle school, and that was the first time I really got to try some logic-based stuff. I got to do some coding,
That's just to give you a sneak peek, but we have plenty of other videos. We have National Geographic explorers. And so these are the people that have received grants from National Geographic to do research around the world. We have chief science officers. We have esports professionals, all sharing their insights into education and career in the STEM field. So you can check out more of these videos here. We also have these STEM specific categories. So if you already know that you're interested specifically in science, technology, engineering, or math, you can click on any of these categories and see more posts from students and young professionals just like you, and some informative posts that we've put together and some of our partners, like how to become an aerospace engineer. So if you're just trying to figure out, or if you want some more information about how to get started in STEM, this is a great place and a place for you to start. Beyond that, in STEM season, not only do we have these videos and these specific categories that you can engage in, but on the STEM season homepage that we'll be putting in chat, this URL, we have all these different opportunities. So I'm going to run through them very quickly because we have a full event for you today, full of amazing presentations from all of our different partners that have opportunities, real life opportunities for you in STEM, but I'm going to highlight some of those here. So we have Tech Elevator, who hosts coding boot camps. These boot camps are 14 weeks, and you can leave with straight into the job field. So you can go straight into one of the most in-demand careers, and you don't need a college degree to do that. We also have our own Tallo $2,500 STEM season scholarship. So I'm excited to tell you all that just by attending today's event, you are already entered into Tallo's $2,500 STEM season scholarship. So you already have a chance of winning. But if you want to increase your chances even more, you can do that by participating in STEM season. So any of these posts, any of these conversations in the community, if you comment, if you post your own question in STEM season, it's another entry for you to win. So the more that you participate, the more that you post questions and comments in STEM season and in these different partner opportunities is another entry for you into the STEM season scholarship. So you can post and comment as much as you want. And the more that you participate, the more entries that you have and a chance to win that $2,500 STEM season scholarship. We also have our partners over at Idaho State University. They have one of the most progressive healthcare programs covering a lot of different specialties in healthcare. And so you can check out their posts and also learn how McDonald's fries and pharmacists that can prescribe their own medications also came from Idaho. So some fun facts about Idaho. As part of STEM season, we're also hosting these Ask Me Everythings with industry professionals. So you can post your comments on these different threads. We have our Ask Me Everything with esports CEO Todd Harris. So if you're interested in a future in gaming or hosting your own esports club, you definitely want to tune in for that and post your questions in advance, because we're going to be asking your questions to these industry professionals. We're also going to be hosting an Ask Me Everything with Cadet Shiloh Smiles. She's the cadet that you saw earlier in that STEM snapshot. We're going to have her live on the community, and she's going to be answering your questions about cybersecurity and coding. So definitely comment your questions for her and tune in if you are interested in a future in cybersecurity and coding. Another Ask Me Everything that we have coming up is with the Director of Health Career Programs for Stride. Dr. Sherry has worked in the field herself and now runs all of the health career programs for Stride. So lots of different programs if you're a student and looking to learn more, looking to further your academic career in healthcare and set you up well for that future job in the medical field, then Dr. Sherry is a must attend. We've also scoured the internet to find over $100,000 in STEM scholarships, specifically around STEM. So if you click on this post, when you go to the STEM season landing page, you can find all of those scholarships there. The Citadel is offering a $2,500 scholarship as well. So if you are interested in being a teacher and you like STEM subjects, all you need to do is post on the community talking about why you're interested in education and STEM, and you're entered into this $2,500 scholarship. So all you need to do is click here. You'll learn more details about that scholarship. Last but not least, we just have a few more. This is a one-stop shop STEM season post where you can see all the different ways that you can participate in STEM season. So if you're looking for more ways, we're going to be updating this landing page that we're on, as well as this post with different ways that you can get involved. And so STEM season runs all the way from March 1st to April 15th. So we'll have even more opportunities. So if you like what you see already, we'll be covering and offering more opportunities. Today is the launch, and so we still have a lot of time ahead of us, and we're going to be offering a lot more internships, jobs, and scholarships. So make sure to get involved, start commenting, but then also jump in. And then last but not least, with Boeing, we have STEM signing day. So check that out more if you want to commit to your future in STEM with Boeing. And now I'm going to pass it over to Crystal. She's our education manager here at Tallo, and she's going to give you some more information about how you can use Tallo to pursue your STEM academic and career goals.
Well, thank you, Jason. I am really, really excited to be here talking to all of you today. STEM is such a cool kind of discipline because it really infiltrates every part of our lives. So I know all of you have differing career interests. Some people are already mentioning in the chat what they're interested in. So my goal is to help you use Tallo to capitalize on these interests and really find your future with STEM. So let me share my screen. Tragically, I only have about 3 minutes to talk to you today. So hopefully we'll be able to talk a little bit about your goals and how Tallo can really help you with that. Someone just said that they're interested in medicine, military medical professional. Ooh, some pretty cool careers that are coming out of this group. So as Jason said, my name is Crystal. I work as the education account manager here at Tallo. It's kind of just a fancy way of saying I get to work with students and schools with really finding a future that's right for you. You all are very different individuals, and you deserve to find a path that fits into your purpose and meaning, which you'll hear about in a little bit with some of our cool career assessments later on. But my goal is to talk about Tallo with that. So Jason gave us a little overview of what Tallo is, but basically Tallo is a free digital portfolio platform that you can join starting at the age of 13 to build an online presence through a digital portfolio and then use that portfolio to connect to your future. So you can find different internships, apprenticeships, full-time jobs, and scholarships all through using Tallo. It also keeps you organized to make sure that you know what you've done in your life and how this can connect to your future. We talk about the digital portfolio a lot, but I think sometimes it goes over our head what that really means. A digital portfolio really is just showcasing who you are and what you've done. So I have a couple of examples on here. So digital badges, verified accomplishments that you have, extracurriculars and hobbies you may partake in, memberships and other accomplishments, work experience, the school you attend. If you're dual enrolled, I could go on and on. But basically what you've done. And then with Tallo, we like to think about what you want to do next. So your career interests, your location preferences, and your next steps, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more in depth. So when you start to use Tallo, we really want to make sure that we get an idea of who you are, and your future goals and plans is the place to really start showing that. So show us, what career interests are you interested in? Clearly we have some, a lot of people are sharing them in the chat here. So the one on the screen we have is for computer programming, but we had someone share regenerative medicine. That's pretty cool, as well as some other things. So feel free to showcase what you're interested in, and then we connect you to opportunities that align with those goals. Ooh, neonatologist. You also can clarify where you want to plan your future, as well as your next steps. So to your college, for your college, so on and so forth. You can use all of this to connect to a bunch of different opportunities through the opportunities tab, like Jason showed before. So we have some internships, STEM signing day, which you can look into the opportunities tab to learn more about, and a whole lot more. We also have a brand new job search tool on Tallo that can help you find even more careers that are aligned to what you want to do. So there's a couple more things that I could go over, but again, tragically, we are short on time today with these mini sessions. But if you want to learn more, feel free to reach out to me at teach@tallo.com and we can talk about your future and how we can help you. All right, I'm going to pass it back over to you, Jason.
Thank you very much, Crystal. Really appreciate that overview. So now we have our next speaker that's coming up. Her name is Zan Black, and she is the Senior STEM Consultant at STEM Ecosystems. So Zan, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason. Let me share my screen really quick and we'll get started. Here we go. Yay, so I'm Zan Black and I'm so honored to be here with you all to talk a little bit about the STEM learning ecosystems, which I assure you are all around you. And I'm excited to let you know a little bit more about that and see how we could work together to achieve our goals. As I said, I'm Zan Black. I'm a senior STEM consultant with TIES, which stands for Teaching Institute for Excellence in STEM. They've been around about 20 years and they're very involved in bringing partners together to achieve great things in education. So one of those great things are these STEM ecosystems. So the STEM
Zan, we're not able to see your screen if you want to share.
Okay, that's weird. Do you want me to just keep talking, or should you guys uploaded the?
Yeah, go for it.
No okay, worry. I'll just keep talking. Let's see. Let me go back. STEM is for all and all aligned with workforce and economic growth, as you are probably aware. We see that the student is at the center of these ecosystems, but then they're surrounded by this cadre of community partners, and that includes K-12 schools, includes business and industry partners, community, government, all kinds of different cross-sector partners that really make for a very strong network. And I think of it as force multiplication, but I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But it's everyone who's possibly interested in seeing students succeed. Tallo is a great example and a great partner to these STEM ecosystems, but there are many, many more. And so that's a lot of what we work at. 5 things that we look for these ecosystems to be successful. You could think of them as communities as well. One is partnerships. Do they have a lot of partnerships and are they diverse? If an ecosystem is 100% just, we're at this university and this is what we do, or we're in the mayor's office and this is what we do it all ourselves, that's not the strongest ecosystem. So, I'm an engineer, a little bit of a nerd, and so we think of it as a single point of failure. So if you happen to have a great teacher who's really inspiring you to go into neonatology, that's fantastic. What's even better is if you have some other friends who are interested in that, somebody who's in neon, just that stronger web is really what we look for in these ecosystems. And that's what you should look for with your talent connection. Systems, is it sustainable? Is this ecosystem sustainable? Or is it like, we're gonna do this one cool thing this year and Lord only knows when it'll come again? That's not ideal. So what's your idea of what are your plans for making this work sustainable? Another one is, are the teachers inside the school day aligned to the teachers outside the school day? So, in this magical world, thinking about the things you learn inside school being connected to the things you're learning at robotics club or drone competitions or whatever, connecting that inside of school and outside of school. We measure what we do. We think it doesn't make sense to just keep doing things and hoping it's working. We work with a lot of national partners to measure how is this impacting kids. And then the final one is the STEM work we're doing connected to local workforce? Because if it's not, it's a missed opportunity. So look at the industries around you and seeing if the work we're doing in STEM is connected so that we're actually strengthening your chances of going to work for people right there in your own community. We look at the health of the ecosystem in a few different ways, but the short version of it is at the beginning, maybe it's like one person, one group who's kind of telling the other groups, this is what y'all should be doing. And that's not the end game. That's not mature, right? It's not very healthy. The end game is when all the stakeholders are empowered, they feel like they have a part. There's not one person in charge waiting for the others to do their bidding. We're all in it and we're all involved and we're all making decisions together. So that's kind of more than maybe you wanted to know about the ecosystems. There are 100 of them globally now. We are in the United States, of course, there are many, 96 of them. And then we also have ecosystems in Kenya, Israel, Canada, and Mexico, and more are applying every day. So it's very likely that there's an ecosystem near you. So in a second, we'll drop the link for our ecosystem.
Perfect. We'll get that link in the chat for you, Zan. But thank you so much for sharing more about the work that you all do.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So we're doing these rapid fire sessions. And so now I'm going to queue up Eric. Eric Lefwich is the CEO and founder of PathwayU, and he's going to talk more about the assessments that you can do to learn more about yourself.
Thank you. I'm clicking on share screen. I just need to have access to it. There we go. Share screen, and I will share screen number 3. Share. Hey, so really, thank you very much for letting me be here today. You guys, I'm really thrilled to see the numbers of people on this call. It's pretty amazing. You guys always knock me out. The future is very bright because of the number of learners we have in the STEM world. I'm going to start my session with a big question. I want to give you kudos knowing that you want to head into the STEM world. It totally makes sense to me, but here's the question. Do you guys really know within the field of STEM what professions there are? And better yet, of those professions, do you know which of those professions will really fit you the best and fulfill your needs as you get older for sustainable, fulfilling, and joyful work? I know many of you are probably faced with a lot of decisions at the moment, big decisions about your education pathways, certifications, training, employment, experience, and even intern opportunities, right? And I know you're getting a ton of insight and a ton of advice from the people around you. Thanks, mom and dad, friends and family, as well as the counselors in your life, which is all great. But I'm going to ask you, what if there was a software platform that could actually help you discover your best path, right? Not in a platform that looks at your skills, abilities, or aptitudes, determines whether or not you're smart enough or skilled enough to do something, but a software platform that looks at the connections to a vocation by purpose and meaning. Where would you find the deepest sense of purpose and meaning? And if you could find that deepest sense of purpose and meaning, would you thrive in that world? Would you be happy when you graduate? And would you perform better? So introducing Tallo PAM. We call it the Purpose and Meaning Education and Career Fit Platform. Inside of Tallo PAM, there's basically 4 things that we do. One is self-discovery. It's going to be a 20-minute assessment window. You'll take some quick assessments so that we can identify gifts and traits about you and help you understand what those are. We're going to open the world of exploration about how those gifts really connect well with professions within any particular industry, STEM today. And then we're going to show you connections of a profession to the type of education you could travel in. And then finally, a career and how to prepare for a career and the ability to use that self-discovery and those insights of self-discovery to map that career. So everybody gets to create their own user account. This is my user account. You're seeing my results. And these are an example of the 4 assessments that we ask you to do: values, interests, personality, and workplace preferences. Really quickly, values and interests help us understand your propensity to find purpose in a calling towards a career or a job. Personality helps you understand how people will see you, and workplace preferences is the Maslow's hierarchy of need for what you need out of the world of work. And you'll be able to drill into this detail, find more information about what it means, but it's this button right here. When you click this button, the algorithm silently runs behind the windows and scores you compared to professions and allows you to look at your future based in subject matter and or predisposition by career. So by looking at your future based in an analysis of what your thoughts are, for instance, we'll do STEM. I'm not the best wired guy for STEM, but it's on here. And so if I look at my connections to STEM, there's a number of vocational pathways, occupations, and professions that are a pretty good fit for me. but exploring those and opening it up and then using the level of education that could be available to me to understand the type of profession of which I might find a deep sense of purpose and calling in, and then understanding that profession, looking at the day in the life, knowing what kind of expected salary I should be asking for, knowing the level of education, and then knowing that I'm a strong fit by purpose and meaning.
Thank you for covering that, Eric. We really appreciate it. There's so much great data that Pam provides, and especially if you're a student or a young professional and you're still just trying to figure out what the next right step is for you, Pam is such a great way to start getting some of those insights into that path.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you for the opportunity today.
Thanks so much, Eric. So now I'm going to queue up our next speaker. This is Colonel Darren Zimmerman. And so he is the Dean at the Citadel. And so you saw that snapshot earlier with Cadet Smiles, who is studying cybersecurity. This is at the Citadel. And so Darren is going to talk more about STEM programs and opportunities at the Citadel College.
Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate the opportunity to be with all of you this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you're at. Before I talk about our programs, I have this first slide up. I hope you can see it okay. I want to start with our mission because this drives everything we do at the Citadel. And the unique thing about the Citadel is that really everybody buys into this mission, from the faculty to the staff, the students, and certainly the deans and the administration. And so we live by this mission and we live by core values. And those core values are honor, duty, and respect. Within the Citadel's leadership development model, there are 4 pillars. There's the pillar of character. There's the pillar of academics, which of course is why you're going to college. You're going to have an academic education. But we also focus on military and fitness. You might be surprised to know that only about 30% of the students that come to the Citadel who are in the Corps of Cadets actually commission into the military. So even if you're not planning on going into the military, the Citadel is a place where you can become a true leader and you'll have opportunities to lead. These are just some bragging points about the Citadel's experience, and really what I want to highlight for you is the return on investment. It costs money to go to college, and when you get out of college, you want to know that you're going to get a job. 84% of our Corps of Cadets graduates are placed somewhere, either in a job or in the military or in graduate school. The Citadel has the highest net present value. This is the return on your investment over a span of time. And compared to our peers in South Carolina, we have the highest net present value. We've been the #1 public college in the South for the last 11 years. Our graduation rate is far above the national average. The 4-year rate is 68%. So you're going to get personalized attention when you come to the Citadel. Besides our great programs and certainly the leadership that you're going to get out of the Citadel, Charleston is a great place to be. You're going to be surrounded by the beach, nature, a food scene, nightlife scene, and there are 30,000 undergraduate students from other institutions around in Charleston. A little bit about my school. I'm the dean of the Swain Family School of Science and Mathematics. We have 12 bachelor's degrees. And what I want you to see on this slide is that 38% of our graduates are female. We are proud of that fact. 23% of our graduates are from underrepresented groups. 100 or more students are engaged in research outside of the classroom. You see in this box, this yellow box, if you're thinking about medical school, any kind of health profession, our acceptance rate in the medical school is far above the national average. These are our majors. These are all the majors at the Citadel. I've highlighted the ones that are in red for the School of Science and Math. We also have quite a selection of minors. Again, I've highlighted those that are within the School of Science and Mathematics. what I want you to leave with today as this slideshow runs is that in every degree program and certificate program we offer, we are going to give you opportunities to do things outside of the classroom, be it research like what you're seeing right here, be it opportunities to get internships, be it opportunities to present your work, be it opportunities to learn as a team in capstone projects. Whatever it is you want to do, we want you to get there. We're going to help you get there. The Citadel, even though it's a military college, we have sports teams. Our students have a lot of fun together. There's a lot of discipline. It's a challenging environment, but most of the students who come here are looking for that challenge. And so I would urge you not to take my word for it. I would urge you to take an opportunity to come to the Citadel, visit it, maybe do an overnight stay and really get the full experience. But the Citadel is a unique institution, and the opportunities you will have here will give you an edge over the competition when you go looking for that first job. So again, thank you for your time tonight, and I look forward to meeting with you.
Great. Thank you, Darren. We really appreciate you sharing more about the Citadel. And Darren and his team at the Citadel are very open. They love for students to reach out if you have questions. So we're going to be dropping a link in chat. But if you are interested in studying STEM, and especially if you're interested in challenging yourself in a different way by going to a military academy, a military college, then this is definitely something that you should explore. So thank you, Darren.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Really appreciate it. All right, everyone, we're going to take a short break. So we're going to be back in 4 minutes from now. So if you need to step away for a moment, now's the time. And then we're going to jump back in with Claire from NASEF, who is an esports organization. So you definitely don't want to miss that, but we'll be coming back soon.
The sun isn't up, but you are. You're surrounded by others who chose something different, to be challenged. There's a full day ahead, and you've already worked hard. Every day, you're reminded that each test is an opportunity for excellence, another chance to succeed. What you learn goes beyond the classroom. You see things now that change the way you saw them before. But it's not just about you. You see, leadership is about serving others. That's a lesson you'll take wherever you go. You perfect discipline in the details, and you realize you're capable of more than you thought. By learning how to follow, you discover the kind of leader you want to be. You realize you've made it here together. You couldn't have done this alone. It wasn't easy, but you didn't give up. You served with purpose. You searched for something new. You learned from each other. You challenged yourself. And you'll never be the same.
All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that brief break and that video from the Citadel to give you a snapshot into what it looks like to be a student there. Next, I'm going to pass it over to our friends over at NASEF. So this is Claire. She's the communications director at NASEF. So they are the North American Scholastic Esports Federation. So if you're interested in gaming, if you're interested in esports, NASEF is an amazing organization to get connected with to start your path down that. So Claire, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Perfect. So excited to be here. boy, I think everybody loves esports, or it seems like most kids do anyway. So I'm excited to show you what we have going on. And let me go ahead and get my screen share. It was delayed just a moment there. All right, so NASEF is North America's Classic Esports Federation, as mentioned, and I'm Claire. I'm the communications director for NASEF, and I also work for a couple other education organizations. Why esports? Well, first off, who plays games? About half the adults and almost every teenager. That's from 2015. So for now, I would say probably 99.9% of the teenage population plays games. And so what we do at NASEF is we are working to create an environment where everybody can use esports and gaming, not just for fun, but as a place where you can develop STEM skills that are going to help you in your life. And so that is what we provide through all of our programs that I'm going to talk about in just a moment. We work through community-based organizations. We have tons of high school clubs around the country and actually around the world, and even middle school students are participating in NASEF now. And there's a ton of job potential. Esports is a multi-billion dollar industry, and it's growing. So sorry, I'm a parent, so I can say this despite what parents may think, because they haven't looked necessarily into all the statistics. You can actually make a living working in this video game world of esports. And so what we would like to help you do, if you're interested in that, is to take a look at the different jobs that are available and to see what might be interesting to you. This is the way that we offer our programs at NASEF. We focus on strategists, content creators, entrepreneurs, and organizers. And those 4 areas give you a place, no matter what your skill set is, no matter what your personal interests are. This is a place where you can connect and find other people with the same interests you have, participate as a gamer, and also develop these job skills. Just to expand on this a little bit more, we call this our Candy Crush slide. There are so many opportunities in esports, whether it's in performance management. How many people would think of a sports medicine physician as working in esports? But it happens. How many people would think of software engineers, sound engineers, community managers, advertising, human resources, lawyers? These are all professions that are very important to the esports world. And so what we're hoping to do is give you a little taste of what you might be able to do in your college and then professional careers while you're in high school and enjoying esports. Another thing that a lot of people don't know is, yes, you can actually get a college scholarship for your esports. And it's not just for playing, it's also for related categories like what I just explained, the content creators, the people who are helping out with data analytics to see how the team is doing, the people who are doing social media. These are all elements that colleges are interested in and they're granting scholarships for. And in fact, we recently did an event with Tallo, an esports virtual college fair, and we had 51 colleges join and more than 14,000 matches were made. So Tallo is a great place to be if you are looking to create a space for yourself in esports and you want to go to college. Be sure that you optimize your Tallo profile to include your esports interests, because those college recruiters, they're looking here for sure. If you're interested in joining NASEF, it's totally free. You can go to the website and there's a blue Get Started button at the top, and you would be joining clubs and affiliates from around the United States and even around the world. And the way this works is it's similar to other clubs that you have on campus, but we add a little bit extra, and that is in the form of things like shoutcasters and event production teams and analysts and theory crafters and fan art. And so as you're participating in your club, you're practicing these important STEM skills. You're also building a portfolio for your college and your job applications. So a club is a great place to develop those skills and build your portfolio. And of course, I have to mention, yes, we play games. So every season we have at least 2 games that are offered for free. And then you're still welcome. If there are other titles that you want to play that we're not offering, you can go ahead and join other leagues for that. We offer free coaching from one of the top professional organizations in the United States. They coach our members for free. We have beyond the game challenges in the same areas that we talked about before. We offer contests in Minecraft, so you can develop engineering skills and then at the same time, learn about different STEM fields you can pursue. So again, it's free to join and we have lots of career resources right on our website if you go to the resources section.
Thanks
So
so much, Claire.
yeah, so if you have any questions, then just feel free to email us.
That was perfect. And we just dropped the link in chat, so you will be able to go to NASEF. So again, if you're interested in gaming, if you're interested in esports, there are so many opportunities. There's opportunities for students now, like Claire mentioned, there's scholarships, and then there's also these future career pathways. So make sure to get involved with them if you're interested in gaming and esports. And now I'm gonna introduce Bhumika. She works at Alteryx. And so Alteryx is all about data and connecting with students to have a real impact. So she's gonna talk more about how you can get involved with Alteryx.
Perfect. I hope you can all hear me. Can I just get a quick little yes, no, thumbs up?
Yep, we can hear you.
Perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Bhumika. I'm the Education Technical Manager at Alteryx. And a couple of years ago, I was in the same boat. I was a student. I was trying to graduate, look for my first job. And then Alteryx reached out and, well, the rest is history. Here we are 3 years later. Let me share my screen. 1 second. Perfect. Hopefully we can all see my screen. Let's see, can I get rid of it? So I'm part of Spark here at Alteryx, and our mission is to educate and develop a global community of data literate and data analytics enabled professionals across every field of study and every industry with skills to question, understand, and solve with data. Just think of Alteryx as the data analytics company that wants to enable everyone to make breakthroughs. That may or may not be our mission statement as well. So you might be asking, okay, well, that's great, but what's data analytics? And that's a great question. It's the process of exploring, transforming, and analyzing data to identify trends and patterns that reveal meaningful insights, so we can make those important decisions that we need. Data is everywhere, and data analytics can be fun if you let it. For example, I'm a really big football fan now, just as of last year, and I used Alteryx and data analytics to make my lineup every week when I needed to, be ready. And I'm a little competitive, so it really worked out for me. And the Rams ended up winning, which was also exciting. With that being said, oh, come on. Perfect. The demand for data is real, and don't just take my word for it. I brought some numbers to help me out. What can I say? Talking about data analytics and not having data is just not right. So organizations in every industry are looking for data analytics skills. In fact, did you know that last year, more than 380,000 job openings contained the word analytics? And that's on LinkedIn, on Indeed, all the major job boards that you might be currently looking at for jobs or just browsing through. Did you also know that the top job, or the second most popular job on Glassdoor, involves data? It's a data scientist job. So again, I brought some data, I brought some statistics. The demand for data is real, and if you have that skill set and you're willing to learn and grow your data analytics skills, it's going to be pretty fairly easy to find a job out there that works best just for you. So with that being in mind, now that we know what data analytics is and how fun it can be, and it can be applied in all different scenarios, like I said, football for me, and of course, in my day-to-day life here at Alteryx. But with that being said, I would like to end this with a call to action. In the chat, you'll find a link to get a free license if you have an EDU email address, so you can have that data analytic breakthrough of your own. Please sign up for a free license on our website. It's giving you access to our data automation platform. And additionally, we sort of used the same if you remember the commercial during the Super Bowl, but the QR code bouncing around, that's very popular. So we have our QR code of our own, and it's going to unlock a world of resources for you to learn about data analytics and to learn about Alteryx and just jump right in and see what different creations and workflows you can build with our platform. That's pretty much all I had. Thank you for your time. And I really hope you dive in and learn about Alteryx and make data analytics fun.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Bhumika. That was really helpful. We definitely at Tallo use so much data analytics. We work with Alteryx to investigate that data, define trends. A lot of the top tech companies all use data: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. They're all trying to find where's the most relevant content, and it's all through analyzing data. And so it's definitely a leading part of the STEM field. So if you're interested in more, like Bhumika said, they have free software that you can tap into if you're a student. So we'll be dropping that link in chat as well. So now I'm going to introduce our next speaker. They're from SciTech Institute. And so they're going to be talking a little bit more about the work that they do. I'll pass it over to you. Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome. Hi, good evening. I cannot share until you stop. There we go. My name is Kelly Green. I am the Chief Operating Officer of SciTech Institute, and we are the STEM ecosystem for Arizona. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of our very important STEM ambassador programs. It's called the Chief Science Officers Program. And with me tonight is one of our alum, Freya. You'll meet her in just a few minutes. The mission of the program is to connect students with science, technology, engineering, and math mindset, but also leadership skills and a goal to make a difference. We want to empower students, their voice, the opportunity to do something on their campus or in their community, be advocates for diverse learners. And let's face it, you grew up with technology in your hand. So utilizing that technology, become creative, critical thinkers for the future. So the goals of the program include creating this diverse network of STEM leaders, not only ethnicity, race, gender, but also your mind. All of you should think differently, and it should be celebrated. We foster the communication with CSOs around the global network using the Google platform. So we have a closed domain so that you can communicate and collaborate safely. And then, of course, you have to do something. You have to do an action plan that enriches STEM culture and career awareness, whether on your campus or in your community. This can start with kindergartners. It could even start with preschoolers. And it could also go up to grandparents, teaching them how to make a fun video on their iPhones. Most of them don't even try that out. Finally, my favorite is amplifying student voice in STEM conversations, which is why I invited CSO Freya to the call tonight. We have a few things that are required for you to be a Chief Science Officer, but if you're interested, I'll share my contact information because this is from the grassroots level. If you are a student who enjoys science, technology, engineering, and math, we want your help in the global network of students making a difference. Again, we have requirements, but we'll walk you through all of those when you sign up. You have to do an action plan. Like I said, make a difference on your campus. And it's very easy. We track it with 3 Google Forms: your initial idea, your approved idea, and your reflection. What happened after? There's a lot of opportunities in the CSO program and advancement to not only represent your school, but maybe your county or your state or even your country, because we are actually a global network that is continuing to grow. And we've only been in a program, this is our 7th year. So I wanted to bring on CSO alumni. She's actually a member of our board for the alumni, Freya, to say a little bit about what her experience was in the CSO program. Freya?
Hey everyone, thank you so much, Kelly, for having me on. I love to talk about what the CSO program did for me. I joined the CSO program when I was in high school. I went to high school like an hour away from like major employers, hospitals, that sort of thing. So I didn't have a lot of connections or exposure to different STEM fields. I knew I was interested in health, but that was kind of it in terms of what connections I had. So getting connected to the CSO program really allowed me to tap into resources in Arizona that I could take back to my school. I was able to coordinate professional events for my community. We were able to find internships for students, connect them to professors and mentors. So as a result of my becoming a CSO, we've seen almost ripples of change in my community. And it also did a lot for me personally as well, when it came to improving my confidence and asking people for things, cold emailing, when it's come to acting as an alumni member and continuing to set up initiatives focused on STEM and literacy. So I highly, highly recommend getting involved with this program at any level, whether it be as a community partner, as a student. It really is transformational, not only for students, but also for communities that they are working in.
And we just want to highlight Tallo being one of our collaborators for the last few years to really get this entire network on a platform for you to find those opportunities is important. So please reach out and get connected if you have questions.
Thanks so much, Kelly and Freya. That was great. It was awesome to get that overview from you, Kelly and Freya. It's amazing to hear from an actual chief science officer and hear how it's made an impact in your lives. So thank you both for sharing. So from here, we're going to take another quick break. So if you need to step away, go for it now, because when we come back, we have Brent from Walmart, and he's going to be sharing more about how STEM is a leading career pathway at Walmart. So Walmart may not be the first thing when you think of STEM, but they actually have tons of opportunities as one of the biggest employers in the United States. So stay tuned for that. But for right now, we'll take a break and we'll be back in 4 minutes. In the meantime, we'll also be putting the link in chat to STEM season. So again, once you land on that homepage, any of those posts in STEM season homepage, if you want to do your own discussion, any comments, get you more entries into that $2,500 Tallo STEM season scholarship. So the more you participate, the more entries that you have to win. So if you go to that link now that's in chat, you can comment on any of those posts. Those are real opportunities, real scholarships, real internships and ways for you to get involved in STEM that we've brought together in one place. So check all of those out, comment on them, ask your own questions. And not only does that connect you with opportunities, but it also enters you more into that STEM season scholarship. All right, we'll break for a little bit more and we'll be right back. All right, everyone, we're coming back in just a minute. So you'll want to start making your way back to your computer, your phone, your laptop, however you're tuning in today. We're going to be back in about 30 seconds. All right, everyone. So welcome back to STEM season. We are doing these rapid fire sessions so that you as students and young professionals can get exposure to a lot of different opportunities, careers, scholarships, and internships in the STEM field. And so I'm excited to introduce Brent. He is the Senior Director of Talent Pathways at Walmart, and he's going to talk about all the different ways that you can get involved with Walmart and opportunities that they have in STEM there. So Brent, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason. And thanks to Tallo for setting this up and just being great partners in this space. So for everyone, I'm Brent Parmeter. I work at Walmart and in charge of our talent pathways. We have seen an evolution at Walmart in the past few years that's been absolutely staggering. For those of you that remember at the beginning of COVID, about 2 months into COVID, I just want to tell a quick story about the impact it's had on our global tech journey at Walmart and how we've embraced the opportunity to help serve our customers better. So most people think of Walmart as a brick and mortar store that you walk into, and if you find something that you like, you get it, and you generally saved some money, and you have a chance to go into a Walmart in any number of your communities. But through our online business, we had to greatly expand it because people's grandparents and parents who needed to order things online or were really leery of getting out into the COVID environment. And we had to essentially take about 2,500 of our stores that you'd see in your communities and turn them into fulfillment centers. And in order to do that, we had to build out all of the front end and back end digital architecture for that. And as a result, our e-commerce business grew by 70% over the past 2 years, where hundreds of thousands of people every week go to our sites and order off of our sites. And our biggest competitor obviously is Amazon in this regard. And we've captured a huge share of that market over the past few years. That's just one example of how the business is leaning into the technology space in a very profound way. And it's created a dilemma for us of sorts. And I wanted to just take a moment to draw something for everybody to give you an example of what we're talking about. When we look at the talent space, we think of everything as a labor market, and all markets have to follow the laws of economics with supply and demand. And we have our demand over here, and we have our supply over here. And the way Walmart and all companies think about engaging talent is you think of your different business segments. And for us in our technology space, that is everything to do with our core retail and emerging tech space, or we're doing quite a bit in drone deliveries, and we call it last mile delivery. We're doing a lot in enterprise business solutions and the data architecture that goes in, or point of sale. So there's all these different areas of Walmart that have to do with technology and working in this omni-channel retail environment where you either interact with the products and the stores through your digital device, through a phone or a tablet. You may want to go into a store and pick something up in person. You may want to go into a store and scan it and then have it delivered to your house, or any variation of this is called the omni retail environment. And all these technology jobs that are here, there's over 20,000 people working in the Walmart technology space right now. And what this space needs is people, and there's generally both traditional pathways to get to the talent pool over here. And many of you are sitting in this space right now, and we realize that there is not enough people in this space to meet all of our demand across the country. And we have offices in global tech roles. Many of them are remote. Many of them are in Sunnyvale and San Bruno, California, Dallas, Texas, Bentonville, Arkansas, Hoboken, New Jersey, Reston, Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina, all of these different places all over the country. And this traditional pathway is too small, and this population is too small to meet all of this demand along with the demand of all of the other people in the space. So we're thinking of ways to expand this out. And how do we reach out into non-traditional populations? And how do we help people through other than traditional pathways, through things like apprenticeships, through boot camps, through fellowships that might come into the business. And these populations are a whole range of different potential partners such as people who are in the military, people that are transitioning out of the military, people who have had to stay home for different reasons, for caregiving responsibilities and whatnot. And our goal is to capture both these populations and our traditional populations through traditional and non-traditional pathways and fill these roles within the business. And I just wanted to articulate that there is no clean route into Walmart or simple route or a standard route, if you will. There's just a whole lot of varieties to get into the different pathways that we have. And you don't necessarily have to be a pre-selected STEM person or computer science major to fill any of these roles. We're looking for people who have a wide variety of backgrounds and maybe want to upskill themselves to get into these pathways for where we go. I will say that we are hiring about 6,500 people this year in our global tech space. And the majority of those people will be software engineers, data science and analysts and product managers, and then cybersecurity professionals spread between those 4 areas. Some other areas outside of those core high volume groups are UX and design, and then just general information technology roles or specialized roles in the STEM space. That's just in global tech. And finally, I'll just say as a last bit, we have so many people that are involved in our health business and other areas of STEM, and we just look forward to hoping and seeing you come into the pathways.
Thanks so much, Brent. It was really great to hear more opportunities that Walmart has. 6,500 is a lot of positions to fill. So I think we definitely have some people in the audience that might be applying for those. But thanks again for your time.
Thank you.
So I'm going to introduce our next guest. This is Courtney White. She works for Stride and she's the student success coach. And so her job is to help students find their pathways, connect with their future opportunities. So Courtney, please tell us more about how students can get involved with Stride.
Students can get involved. Thank you so much, Jason. Students can get involved with Stride. I would highly recommend that you check out our website. We have so many opportunities there for students. If you're feeling like in your current educational setting, you're not receiving the support that you need in terms of furthering your career, getting in touch with STEM opportunities and this kind of thing. I see we've got an ARVA student in the house. I am the dedicated success coach for ARVA. So if you are wanting those coaching services, if you are in a school that is not a Stride K-12 powered school, I do highly encourage you visit our website, Stride Learning, or K-12 will get you there. You can learn about a variety of our programs. Hello, Adriana. So great to see you guys. If you are in a Stride powered K-12 school, you may have seen me. You probably have. I am all over the website giving career advice and tips and information about how you can excel, how you can succeed, and how you can land those great opportunities in STEM and other career fields. So I'm going to talk to you today about how you can create a standout STEM resume. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, and creating a standout STEM resume, I'll give it to you in 5 easy steps. The first step is you want to have a strong STEM profile. All right, I'm going to show you an example of what that's all about on the next slide. And then I want you to include any STEM experience that you guys have. So you might be thinking, I don't have any STEM experience. Think about your research projects. Think about any kind of independent study that you have done, anything that you found fascinating, that you have done some research on. Perhaps you have not done that yet, but I would challenge you to do that. If you have a particular subject or area that piques your interest or curiosity, I would challenge you to go ahead and do some research about that. So when you're asked about your experience, you can point specifically to that research that you've done. Any relevant courses you have, your mathematics courses, your programming courses, these kinds of things, please go ahead and include that information as well. If you have certifications and skills that are relevant to STEM, I would love to see you add those to create a standout resume, and then mention any STEM projects or research like I mentioned earlier. My call to action for you guys is to update your resume. You can see the example that I have here on my screen. Stephen A. STEM Scholar, let's just say that's our sharp guy there on the right. Okay, I've got a profile. It says STEM proficient honor student seeking internship opportunities in engineering and technology, creative thinker with a strong math and science collaboration and problem solving skills. I would love to see you have a strong, robust profile like this. If you have those STEM skills, C#, Python, any other programming languages, make sure they're on your resume. Let employers know that you are competitive. If you have Apple and or Microsoft proficiencies, add those. Advanced math, troubleshooting. Let's see all those skills on your resume. They are very important. Add your education as a high school student. If you have relevant coursework such as calculus, computer programming courses, science courses, add those there like you see on my example. If you have any kind of experience, if you've done an internship, or if you have, again, think about those research projects I've added there. If you've researched something such as how vaccines work, or if you've done a research on a math project, let your employers know. Let those who you are seeking those opportunities for know. They're going to ask you about experience. You may not have worked in the field directly, but do those independent research projects. Tell them about your school projects that are relevant, any activities you've done in programming, any kinds of achievements or awards that you might have had as honor student. If you've got any kind of STEM awards, add those to your profile to have an outstanding STEM resume.
Thanks so much, Courtney. That was really helpful. I really want to emphasize what Courtney said. Even if you're a student right now and you don't have any work experience, there are still tons of our partners that are looking for students just like you interested in STEM. So include what you've done so far and build out that strong resume. As a reminder, on Tallo, you can build your own digital resume. It's free, and then you can download and share it out with your teachers and any future internships or jobs that you're applying for. So thank you again, Courtney.
Thank you.
Perfect. And now I'm going to send it over to Shannon. She's with Idaho State University. Can I get you to comment in chat if you're interested in healthcare or getting into the medical field? Shannon is here to explain more about that. They have some amazing programs at Idaho State University related to healthcare. So Shannon, take it away.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jason. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, well, I'm excited to be here today and chat with you a little bit about the opportunities at Idaho State University. My name is Shannon Oler. I was a student at ISU and now I work for the university as an advising coordinator. I've loved it here and it's a great school with a lot of opportunities for students, great student life. I'm here representing the Kosiska Division of Health Sciences today. And like I said, I'm the pre-health advising coordinator here at Idaho State University. So I want to start first by highlighting healthcare. It is one of the most popular career fields, which is no surprise, I think, to anyone here today. We know people are living longer. There are many advances in technology, more medicines and therapies being developed and refined. And this only means that the demand for health professionals is going to continue to increase in the coming years. I wanted to highlight a few of these top STEM careers from the US News and World Report. A lot of the time, I think there tends to be questions about how is healthcare related to STEM, right? Well, the foundation of any of your healthcare fields is those hard sciences. And then of course, there are a lot of different technologies used within healthcare as well. So just to highlight a few of these top STEM careers, you'll see psychiatrists, physical and occupational therapists, the dental field, anesthesiology, veterinarians. You'll also see speech language pathology and audiology careers, as well as, of course, physicians and nurse practitioners, and then physician assistants as well. ISU has a lot of these programs available. If we don't have a program available for one of these careers, we have fantastic programs to develop you into a competitive applicant for those programs. and fantastic resources available to help you prepare for those career fields and applications. You'll see a few pictures here of our students in some of the different programs that we do offer at ISU. Now, within the Kasiska Division of Health Sciences, we have two different colleges. One is the College of Pharmacy and then the College of Health. Throughout the division, we have over 30 different programs and over 50 different degree options. So a lot of variety for you. And we house 1/3 of the ISU student body with 20 campus clinics. So we have a lot of opportunity for students to experience hands-on education and to get involved in internships within their interest of career. Now, the College of Pharmacy is our longest lasting college within Idaho State University. They just recently celebrated 100 years. So they train some fantastic pharmacists within the program and has a great opportunity to get involved there. And then within our College of Health, all of our programs within that are nationally accredited. On this next page, you'll see all the departments within that college. So you'll see everything from nursing to physician assistant studies, counseling, the dental field, the medicine field. And then we also have advising resources available to any students who want to pursue any of these graduate health professions as well. It takes a lot of preparation, so that is available to you as well there. And then I just want to invite you to visit our website, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me.
Thank you for that, Shannon. We'll also be dropping that link in chat as well, but thanks for sharing your contact info if students want to reach out. I don't know if any of you have been to Idaho before, but it's beautiful up there. And so it's definitely worth checking out if you're interested in pursuing a career in the medical field. But thanks again. All right, and we have one last presenter before we're going to wrap up, our very own Jen. She's going to be talking about global pre-meds. So Jen, take it away.
Thanks, Jason. And hey guys, thanks so much for sticking with us all the way to the last session. And I think this is going to be a good one because I've seen some questions come in where you all are looking for this kind of information. So like Jason said, I'm Jen with Tallo, and I'm here to share with you an incredible opportunity from our partner, Global Pre-Meds. Global Pre-Meds is an internationally recognized global experience organization, and they offer doctor shadowing experiences abroad. Global Pre-Meds is currently accepting applications for their summer 2022 programs in Tanzania, Africa. So these programs are offered to anyone who is 16 and up. So if you've ever considered a career in healthcare or deciding whether a career in medicine is the right fit for you, I encourage you to check out what Global Pre-Meds has to offer. This is an excellent opportunity for you to gain doctor shadowing hours and learn from healthcare professionals firsthand. So we've got a video for you here. Let's take a look at this video so you can learn more on everything that Global Pre-Meds has to offer.
The Global Pre-Meds Africa program is an intensive 2 weeks in Tanzania designed for students who want to stand out with exceptional medical experience and first-hand insight into global health. You'll gain an impressive 50 contact hours directly mentored by a medical doctor with expert knowledge of the local health environment. Your mentoring doctor is employed full-time on the program and works exclusively with your small group of no more than 4 students to give you an unparalleled learning experience and keep you safe. Just over half of the program is hospital-based, putting you on the front line of patient care. Your mentor will select your clinical settings based on cases and hospital activity to prioritize a strong and varied learning experience. This is likely to include the chance to observe major surgical procedures, childbirths, emergency admissions, and a wide range of clinics. You'll travel to remote communities of both the Maasai and Hehe tribes to learn directly from traditional healers, still practicing much as they have done for hundreds of years. Your mentoring doctor is with you every day of the program to help bring the different elements together into a continuous learning experience. All our programs are compliant with AAMC and BMC guidance on ethical clinical shadowing, and there is no physical contact between students and patients. We provide full PPE for all students and have comprehensive COVID-19 safety protocols in place. The doctors, hospitals, tribal leaders, and communities are all paid from your program fee, and you'll have a chance to give back even more with a day volunteering in a community hospital. Sharing this experience with similarly passionate students is at the heart of the program, and our amazing Global Pre-Meds house will quickly feel like home. Our friendly, professional staff are there for you 24 hours a day, and there's even a wildlife safari to help you recharge over the middle weekend. We offer separate high school sessions for students aged 16 to 18 and college sessions for over 18s with age-appropriate supervision. Our simple program fee includes the entire learning experience, mentorship, fully catered accommodation, all local transport, 24-hour professional support, and even your safari adventure.
There's cases you will see in Global Pre-Meds that you will not see anywhere else in the world. And sometimes it's very saddening, but it just makes you realize how much more you need to become a doctor. You need to help people out there, because there's places like this in the world that don't have that many resources, and they still have the same cases or even severe ones.
If this sounds like the experience for you, head to the dates, fees, and apply page on globalpremeds.com to start your application.
Thanks so much for playing that video. I'm gonna put a link in the chat really quick for you guys. There we go. So if you're interested in learning more, we've got 2 links for you here. So for the first link, if you just want to explore more, you can read some information about the summer 2022 program specifically. So that's just to discover more. But if that video inspired you, use that second link. And when you click on that second link, you'll have 2 options. So you can indicate that you just want to talk to someone directly to learn more about the information, or that you're ready to apply. So we certainly hope you learned something there from that video. And if you're looking for those doctor experience shadowing hours, this is definitely an opportunity for you to check out. So thanks so much.
Really appreciate it, Jen. Thanks for sharing about Global Pre-Meds. All right, everyone. We are wrapping up the launch event for STEM season, but really this is just the beginning. STEM season has just started today, and it's going to run all the way through April 15th. So not only are we doing this event, but there's so many more ways to get involved. So if you were interested in any of the opportunities that you saw today, then I'm going to drop the link in chat to STEM season on the Tallo community, where you're going to be able to connect with all of those opportunities. And we're going to be updating that all the way from today, all the way until April 15th. So there'll be even more scholarships, internships, and job opportunities. So you definitely want to stay connected, keep revisiting that page, and you can engage there. And don't forget, we have the Tallo $2,500 STEM season scholarship. So just by attending today, you are already entered to win that scholarship. But to increase your chances, participate more in STEM season. Every comment, every question that you put on one of those posts on STEM season allows you another entry into that STEM season scholarship. So participate away. Multiple entries are okay, so you can comment and question away. But thank you all so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And if you have any interest in STEM, you've come to the right place. So stay tuned with us for the rest of the month and through April 15th as we post more opportunities on STEM season on Tallo. So thank you again, everyone. Have a great rest of your night.